What's up guys, Trskss Gaming here, and welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel today. And today's video guys, I have some very interesting things to talk about that has been happening recently in the YouTube community regarding two very huge YouTubers. And I'm going to get into that in just a few minutes, but before I do start, if you guys could be ever so nice to support the video with a blue thumbs up, it does help this video get around the community and inform more and more people of what's going on with this situation. And also if you guys are brand new and want to stay tuned for more news, tips, tricks, and Grand Theft Auto 5 videos here on the channel today, then make sure that you do subscribe as well. Anyways, guys, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but basically these two YouTubers, these two huge YouTubers who have a total of at least above 10 million subscribers combined, they made this site called CSGO Lotto and pretended that they had just came across the site and were really unsure about it and just wanted to kind of figure out if it was a good site for their subscribers to use and things like that. So basically these two YouTubers are TmarTn, aka Trevor Martin, and ProSyndicate. And so basically both of these guys had made all these little feeder videos for their subscribers to watch and enjoy where they head onto this site and they put in a tiny little pot of say $5, $10, and then they come back outside of the site with like $13,000 or $5,000 or some crazy amount of money, and they're showing it off to their subscribers saying, hey, if you guys can come on to this site and put in $5 or $10, then you guys too can win $13,000 in 15 minutes if you play your cards right, if you know how to bet correctly, if you guys want all these skins. But before I start more onto that, in case you guys aren't sure what CSGO is, it's actually a multiplayer game that's more common on the PC, and it's basically where you go around and you shoot each other and you can trade out your weapon skins for different camos and things like that. And so both Tmart and Syndicate have had a little bit of CSGO videos on their channel before, and they did understand that CSGO was a very popular topic back in the times of November and December when they made these videos for these websites. Now guys, going more into the website, basically what you can do is after you get a certain amount of skins, you guys can go on to this site and you guys can trade with different people and try and sell them to different people. But the thing that's really interesting about this site is that you guys can get real money just for signing on and betting and gambling. So as I said, both TmarTn and ProSyndicate found this site and acted as though they had just randomly found it on the internet. They were just perusing through Google and the search forums on Google, and they just happened to find this random CSGO Lotto site that they wanted to go on there and trade their skins and things like that. And surprisingly, every single time that they've gone on to CSGO Lotto, they haven't really lost too much money. For those of you guys that don't know, TmarTn does make roughly $2.5 million with all three of his channels combined through YouTube, and ProSyndicate does make a lot more with two channels both having above 10 million subscribers. Now, for those of you that are going to be telling me in the comments section, well, these guys are really great and I'm sure that they would never want to scam their fans like that, let's get into more of the evidence, because I do respect especially TmarTn. I've watched his videos for quite a long time, and Syndicate I haven't really interacted with much in the community of YouTube recently, and I haven't really watched too many of his videos, but if I don't know much about a person, I do kind of assume that they're naturally a good person unless someone can prove me otherwise. So let's move further on to the story. So basically about a week ago, Keemstar's Drama Alert uploaded a brand new video that talked about the allegations that were being made towards these two guys for finding these websites and for doing things like that. And so basically what it said is that these were only merely allegations until H3 Productions and his community over at the H3 Productions building, they were actually able to dig deeper and find some different evidence that were talking about TmarTn and ProSyndicate who were using this website. Now, something that's pretty interesting is Valve, who's the company that made CSGO, actually had a lot of lawsuits sent towards them as well. One of these says defendant Valve knowingly allowed, supported, and/or sponsored illegal gambling by allowing millions of Americans to link their individual Steam accounts to third-party websites such as CSGO Lounge, CSGO Diamonds, and OP Skins. Counter-Strike players can purchase CSGO through Steam. Now, these people that are buying the Steam accounts and they're putting them towards the CSGO website, they're actually loading their real life money onto Steam, and they're able to go onto these multiple websites and buy these different skins and gamble with them. Now, the only problem here is that, at least in America, gambling is illegal until you're over the age of 18. Now, a lot of the people that play CSGO, and even some of the YouTubers that YouTube about CSGO, some of the smaller ones, they are not over the age of 18. I know that there's probably plenty of 13, 14, 15, all the way up till 18-year-olds that are on there playing CSGO, and some of them have a very wide access to their parents' money. Their parents may just have a credit card laying around. They may just have a debit card that's linked directly to their bank account that they can use and sign on and put all this money in. And what is the main problem here is that TmarTn and Syndicate both signed on to this website using a type of bot, because they were both the owners to the site, and they had a little bot that would make it so they wouldn't lose any money. So they were showing it off to their subscribers like, hey, if you guys can come onto this website, you guys won't have to worry about losing any money. You're just going to get a ton of gains, and you're going to be rich and be able to buy any single thing that you want in CSGO. And to a 13-year-old that really wants to progress in the game of CSGO or whatever you do on that game, that would sound really interesting to somebody that was an underage gambler and wanted to try out and win this website. So basically they just walk up, hey mom, dad, I need your credit card. I'm going to win all this money from CSGO. My two favorite YouTubers just showed it to me, and they have millions of subscribers. And then their parents are like, here's the credit card. You guys can head on to that website. Now, what's very interesting as well is that both TmarTn and Syndicate denied having ownership to the website. And basically what the ownership to the website is they have backdoor access to the website. Okay, so TmarTn uploaded a video on his second channel, TmarTn 2, and it says how to win $13,000 in 5 minutes CSGO betting. Now, if you guys think about it, inside of a casino or any type of other betting website, you really can't win $13,000 in just 5 minutes by signing on and betting. There's always times that you're going to have to lose. There's always times that you're going to win. That's just kind of how betting goes. And for Tmart to have this whole video where he wins all this money and doesn't lose a single dime, it's kind of interesting. Now, after TmarTn decided to lie about the website, it does say on the registered agent information, it does say Martin Trevor A, along with his address in Orlando, Florida, and it says Trevor Martin. So Trevor Martin is the president of this website, and it even has the mailing and the principal address linked to his house. It's not linked to anybody else's house. It's linked directly towards Trevor's house. And then in addition, Thomas Cassell, which is ProSyndicate, was the vice president right under TmarTn. And so both of these guys had their own little back doors into the website and could figure out how to mislead their subscribers on there. Now, another interesting thing is that these guys did not state in their descriptions that they were being endorsed by CSGO Lotto. They didn't state that they were the founders of CSGO Lotto. Instead, they just hid it behind their backs towards their subscribers and were attempting to make these videos just to mislead their subscribers so that way they could eventually boost their own profits and things like that. But after some people were questioning them, they did sign on to their little descriptions and say that we did use CSGO Lotto and we are the founders of it. Now, some evidence of this was actually found on Syndicate, one of Syndicate's videos on his main channel, the Syndicate Project, with, at the time, 9 million subscribers. And it says, site used, CSGO Lotto, and then it says the link. So basically what he's saying is, I was just perusing the internet and randomly found this site. And so this is the site I used. I mean, I don't own this or anything. I'm not being endorsed by my own company to advertise for my own website. But I am just going to be on here and put that I used this site, and people are just going to be able to click it, and I'm not going to get into any trouble. Now, another interesting thing more towards Syndicate is that he's actually been in trouble with the FTC before. There was a game called Dead Realm back in 2015 that a lot of people were really excited to play and really wanted to learn about and things like that. And so it says the rise of YouTubers has definitely affected how many developers make games, but Dead Realm is a special case. It's published by 3 Black Dot, the influencer-driven entertainment startup founded last year by ex-Machinima staffers in conjunction with YouTubers Thomas Cassell and Adam Nanners Montoya. So basically what this is saying is that Syndicate also owns this website, and on Syndicate's videos when he was advertising the Dead Realm and playing it a bunch, he never stated that he owned the website or made the game or anything like that, which is what makes this even more fishy and shady. Now, I also have some DMs from Trskss, and thanks to him for letting me use these, but these are DMs that he shared with TmarTn, and TmarTn says, I do own the site now, I didn't back then. At that point, it was a feeler video to see if my viewers would enjoy that type of content and whether or not I should invest in the business. Then he goes on to say, make a video if you want, no worries. Honestly, probably could have been more upfront at that point. Then he says that he screwed up, and then he said, it was something I was heavily thinking about / had beginning ties with, and should have been more upfront about. So both CSGO and Syndicate have admitted that they do own the website, but none of them are admitting that they're trying to scam their younger fans into illegal gambling in attempts to make even more money and profits onto their YouTube accounts. Now, as usual, there are 2 sides to every story, and I do know that both the respect that I have for TmarTn and Syndicate and both of the guys themselves, they probably have their own little take on the story as to what they were trying to do. So those DMs that I just read with TmarTn may be very true. He may not have owned the website way back then because the document that I have that shows that he was the owner of the website was published on December 3rd, was when he was officially the owner, and his videos all took place throughout November, with his latest one taking place November 21st, 2015. So TmarTn might be more on the innocent side here, although I'm not too sure about what Syndicate has done because, like I've said, he has been in trouble with the FTC before, which is pretty interesting regarding how he's doing it again, yet a little under a year later. So guys, if you did go on to enjoy today's video, then make sure that you do hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe because I do upload some daily news, some daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos, and I'm hoping to add some more other games to my channel today. But also, I am going to have another update video on this situation a little later. Once TmarTn and Syndicate can make some little response videos, I know that TmarTn does have planned one of those for today, and so we're going to kind of see and investigate what their side of the story is and what types of things TmarTn and Syndicate have to say about this part of their YouTube careers. Now, one last thing before I do end the video, I want to say that before you guys start hating on me in the comments section, I did only base this off of the facts I knew. I did not twist the story in any way to frame Syndicate or to frame TmarTn because I do like both of those guys, and as I said, I have watched TmarTn's videos for a really long time, and he's always been kind of one of the role models that I look up to and one of the inspirations I decided to start YouTube with. So I wasn't trying to frame those guys or in any way, but if you guys think that I was, then I'm sorry about that. It was all just the raw facts that I had heard and I had pulled from other YouTubers' videos to bring this video that I have for you guys today. Also credit to H3H3 Productions for allowing me to use some of his documents and screenshots and things like that I read aloud to you on the video today. His channel is going to be in the description. Trskss' channel is going to be in the description, as well as TmarTn and Syndicate's channels. So you guys can head on to there and check them out. I'm going to have all their Twitters down there. Make sure that you guys do like and subscribe if you guys are brand new. This is Trskss, and I'll see you guys later on with a brand new GTA 5 video. Peace.